In this video, I'm going to share with you the exact strategy that I used and still use today to get funded in futures prop firms and grow my personal account. Now, before I get into it, I do have a free Telegram. There's a link in the description below here. You can join that Telegram where I go over a lot of my trades and I post daily analysis there. Now, before I get into the strategy, I do have to go through a quick disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor, and nothing I say here is financial advice. Trading is risky. Most people do lose money, and everything here is for educational and entertainment purposes only. My results are certainly not typical, and I don't make any guarantees whatsoever that anybody can achieve the same result. All right, so what I'm going to do here is walk you through that strategy, and then going forward, I'm going to post about every 1 to 3 days so I can share with you guys my results and how I'm getting on trading in my prop firm challenges with futures. I have quite a few accounts that are close. I'm going to pull those accounts up on the screen so you can see them now, and then I'm going to walk you through this strategy. So make sure you stay to the end because this is something you will not want to miss. Let's head over to the charts now, check out my accounts, and take a look at this strategy. All right, on your screen here, these are my accounts. The very top one is my personal account. I started that one with $500 back in the beginning of May. It's now sitting at $929, and I'll see where that goes. The other accounts are my futures prop firms accounts. You can see that I have 3 of those here. This one right here I have highlighted. This is actually a funded account that I'm working towards my first payout with. And then these 3 right here are other accounts that are about to be funded or very close to being funded, in which I'm very confident they will get there in the next couple days, maybe a week or a week and a half. We'll have to see what the market gives us. All right, that said, let's go over to the charts now and get into this strategy. This is a very simple strategy. It is based around order blocks, or at least how I draw them, and I do teach this quite extensively. And this here is something that can be applied to just about any market, whether it's forex, whether it's futures, and this is just how I do it. So first and foremost, I'm on the 5-minute chart and I'm trading the New York Open. This can also work in other sessions, although I don't trade them. I primarily trade the New York session with this particular strategy here. All right, so let's get into it. I'm on YM. That's the symbol I'm on right now for this particular example here. And I start trading this around 10 a.m. Eastern. So I've marked off 9:30 a.m. Eastern on my chart. Again, I am on the 5-minute chart here. So what I'm looking for are order blocks and retest of these order blocks. Very simple. And what I do is I actually trail my gains here. That has been tremendous with this particular strategy. I have found that if I hold the position all the way to target, I actually end up doing a lot better if I trail my stop, which also goes quite well with futures prop firms. All right, so the first thing I'm looking here for after 10 a.m. is I'm looking for an order block. Now, how I draw these, I'm going to first put on the chart, and I'm going to explain it here in detail. So this is a trade that I actually took last Friday. Let me find it right here, and here it is right here. All right, so this is the actual order block, and I'll explain how and why I drew it like I did here. Let me get that down here. All right, so what I'm looking at is from this area, 9:30, this way. Okay, I'm looking for a high right here, all right, to take out previous candle highs. And that happened right here. And what I'm looking for here is for this candle to close below right here, this area. And we do get a close because I want to close below the previous candle. So again, if this high right here is the highest high of the previous 6 to 8 candles, then what I'm doing is I'm looking for that order block development. And once it develops, I'm then entering as soon as price pulls back into the order block. So my entry for this particular trade on Friday that I took was right here at the bottom of this order block on the retest. And then I had my stop like this. It looked something like this. I had a 110 tick stop. I almost got stopped out on this one. It was really close. And it was right there. It looked something like this. Now, what I like to do is I like to trail my stop. This thing ended up running all the way down. I really thought as the trade pulled up that I was going to get stopped out, and then it just reversed and it worked out beautifully. So what I like to do is somewhere in here around 60-ish ticks or so, I start trailing my stop, and this is really discretionary. It depends on the market volatility at the moment, and how price is moving will determine how I trail my stop for that particular setup here. And I like to trail it by about 30 or 40 ticks just to give it some breathing room. So if I move this down to, let's say, about 40 ticks right here, what happens as price is moving down, my stop is trailing here, and then if price came all the way down here and I was trailing by 40 ticks, I would have gotten taken out right here in this area. Now in this particular case, for this trade here, it actually came down and hit my TP down here at the bottom, which was 110 ticks right there. So that's how that trade played out on Friday. So it didn't necessarily come back and get my trail. Now, there isn't a setup every single day. If I go to the previous day and I'm looking at 9:30, for example, what I'm looking here for are these wicks right here. My eyes are just drawn immediately to the wicks. And what I'm looking for are where price is being taken out by a wick here. So there is one right here. For example, I'll draw it, but it is too late in the day to trade it. So you can see this red candle right here, how it wicks over the blue. And then right here, 2 candles down, it closes below this previous one. I'll zoom in here so you can see it. Right here, red candle wick above the blue, and then 2 candles closes below, creates an order block, a retest, and then bang, the trade drops right out. All right, now I did not take this because this time right here, this actually happened at about, let me see, that's, I don't know, 4 or 5 in the evening here. So I'm not taking that. I'm generally stopping trading around 1 o'clock with this particular strategy. So if we come over to the previous day here, which is on June 26th, again, I mark off 10 or 9:30. I start trading the strategy around 10, and then I draw my eyes to these candle wicks right here. I'm just looking to see where the order block was. There's one right here. This is the order block, if you can see it. So I'll zoom in. And right here, you can see this candle is the highest candle. If we go back 6 to 8 candles, and then we're looking at this right here. Get that off the screen. This is the order block, at least how I draw it anyway. So it comes down, retest, and then drops out. Now this particular trade right here worked out really well. Big stop all the way up here. My stop was about 100 to 110 ticks, and then price comes down. It moves into about 30 to 40 ticks, give or take. And what I'm looking at right here is I'm looking at a trail. So this trade right here came all the way down. It didn't quite get my target, but it did come back and hit my trail. So I profited right here on this particular day. Now I can keep going back further and further, but this is the exact strategy and how I draw my order blocks and how I trade this particular pair or this particular asset right here, YM. For me, it's been very effective and it's been working. Can it work for you? I don't know, to be quite honest, and will it continue working? Nobody knows. The market is currently changing. This strategy could be completely toast for all that I know, months from now or even weeks from now here. But right now, I shared with you my results. I'm going to update a few days later and we'll see where I'm at. So once again, if you have questions, feel free to ask in the comments. I'll be more than happy to respond. And do check out my Telegram group because I am sharing my trades there and sharing my progress there along the way with these futures prop firms. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you soon.